For solving for theta, so then when we solve for theta, we have to consider that there could be two positions that each ratio could give us. So in this case here, we've been given sine of the angle equals 0.4, negative 0.4. So we need to first of all locate that position based on the sine, and we need to recognize that that position has two possibilities. So sine is y, sine is vertical, so we're going to go down into quadrant 3 and in quadrant 4, and we're going to draw an angle, and we're just going to estimate this is about negative 0.4 to 1. Okay, and I can draw it in quadrant 3. I can also draw the same position in quadrant 4. So we get negative 0.4 to 1. Okay, I'm just going to draw this a little bit nicer here. And we're locating this position here, and notice that the symmetry is just a reflection across the y-axis there. Okay, so to solve for theta, we use our calculator, and we're just going to arbitrarily call that one theta 1. So going to my calculator, I go arc sine of 0.4. So negative 0.4 is going to give us negative 23.58 degrees. So that happens to be this one here. So that's negative 23.58 degrees. Okay? And that's locating this red dot there. Now there is another position that also gives us the same sine ratio, the same y coordinate. And we have to find that. And that's going to be this position over here. And so there's lots of ways to do it. Essentially, we can use the symmetry. We can see that that angle, the reference angle, is the same as the absolute value of that position angle of negative 23.58. So we could do that. Or we can just use the relationship that if it's folding across that line, we're going to start at 180 and we're going to go backwards the amount that we ended up going. So we went negative direction is our angle, so we're going to go in the positive direction from 180 degrees to get to that symmetrical position. So that angle then works out to be theta 2 is going to be 203.58 degrees, and that's going to 203.58 degrees, and that's going to locate the position in quadrant 3. So this relationship is always the case for sine, and there's a different one for cosine and tan. But due to the symmetry of sine, because sine being the vertical positioning, and we can fold it across the y-axis, we get this angle, we get this formula 180 minus theta 1 to get our theta 2 position.